It's a tough course, it's big, very uncompromising. Distances vary, you've got some long distances, some short distances, wide oxes. I think it'll take some jumping, but I think it's fair, you can get at everything. So I think it's a very fair course.
And are you allowed to say who you think might win it?
As you know from the Olympics, I'm totally unbiased.
That's true.
I think Mark Hootsager's got a good chance. I think he'll be in the first three.
And of the British riders, who do you hope will make the jump off at least, get this crowd on their feet?
I think 6 clear rounds, all Brits. But no, I think Nick, obviously, with Big Star, has got a hell of a chance. Scott is going really well. Ben is going amazingly well. So they're all in with a very, very good chance.
Thank you very
Using
much.
your flowers now.
Where?
We'll keep wondering
The yellow ones.
more about it.
Well, we're going to just look at the last part of the course. This is fence 10 here, which is the H&M vertical.
And not scratching.
Another fence. If you actually look at it from here, you imagine what the horses are seeing as they take off. There's a huge amount of distraction behind them, and this is a very light, narrow fence, which means that it comes down more easily. So when they jump that one, they swing all the way around the corner. Let's have a look at this one here.
And come then into this big parallel, do they?
This fence is very close to the end of the arena. They need a lot of power. There's no room to get any pace up, so they have to jump it off the hocks purely with power. And what happens? As soon as you jump that, here's the last part of the course, the combination.
It's right to the end. Now,
right
how
to the end.
tired do horses get? Because one would think not so
Hell is that one doing?
It's a tight arena, but is that a misnomer?
They get tired not because it's a long way round, but because of the pure effort that they need to make. It's very intense. Because the jumping efforts come so quickly, the horses don't get a chance for a breather at all. And if any horse is short of scope and power, you have a look at this.
Well, there's also, it's a blur of colour. All you see is green and yellow. It's very hard to distinguish one jump from the next when you're coming in at speed.
It's a blur of colour. This vertical here is nearly up to 160, which is maximum height, and it's the first part of a combination.
The bloody squirrel's coming to look at me, Anne.
Yeah.
There's another vertical straight after it on one stride.
I told you there's one there. I shook my hands and he came towards me.
Showed me.
I'm sure he's half tamed.
Adam's very tall, our cameraman, and he can lift his hand up above.
There's 2 of them now.
So this is the second vertical.
Upright.
You can do one stride in here.
Yep. And then 2.
2 strides
Oh.
here. And we were talking about squirrels.
I can see him. He's on. Thinks he's on camera. Doesn't
Yeah, the other one's gone down, fallen down the backside there.
The very last fence on the course. Huge, right
The hell are they up to?
up to height, Oxford jump there, coming out the combination. So it's a proper test.
And this is the last.
This is the last
The
fence.
last
This
fence.
is part
Oh, there's a third one just turned up.
There's 3 little boys.
Must be 4.
Boys, I said to the boys, I got 3 naughty squirrels.
Yeah, that one's jumped up now.
Little Hugh. Shall we get rid of them, Grandma?
Get rid of them. Oh, there's one in there.
That means the riders have to keep up a strong rhythm all the way around. You can't go into the corners and dilly-dally about. You definitely get time faults if you do that.
A lot of questions being asked about what the horses wear and why so many of them have headgear, almost like little hats on. Is that specific to indoor jumping?
There's a lot of noise in this arena, isn't there? And it's a real buzz, and you've got the tannoys and everything.
They are
It's really
hats.
to keep the sound out, and sometimes they actually put cotton wool and stuff in the horses' ears.
It is to cover their ears for the noise, which is those hats.
These horses are very sensitive, and they react to all the noise, the crowd, spooking away from the edge of the arena.
So the riders get the chance.
Oh, God, there's 2 on it at once, Anne.
No.
Yeah.
They know all their distances.
Second one's jumped. Oh, they're both falling off now.
Bloody
See it ridden.
Hebe.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. You can walk horses, and everybody says that's how it's going to ride. But until a couple of horses have been round, you're never quite sure.
They've never had so much fun.
The time
No.
out, you never quite know how quick it's going to be. But as soon as you see 5 or 6 go, you get a pretty good idea. So it is a huge advantage to be at the end, yeah.
Well, they say the golden era of show jumping was in the 70s and early 80s, but I think we're witnessing now a new
What I'll have to do is to take it off there and put it up here, on this pole here.
Oh, yeah.
World Cup. And there'll be
That will stop them.